What up, people? We're here, talk Habesha. So today's topic is gonna be love languages. So personally, we're gonna speak individually about love languages, and I'll pass the definition to my colleagues.
So I guess we define love languages by how you like to take and receive love, but also how you want to give love. And it's not just love romantically, it's also to your family, to your friends, to the people that you surround yourself with, basically. So it's not just romantic. So there are officially 5 different love languages. There's quality time, there is acts of service, words of affirmation, gift giving, my favorite one, I have to say, it's one of the best ones. And
physical touch.
Physical touch. I don't care for that one. But yeah, so those are the love languages. What's everybody's favorite and least favorite, and what do they like to receive? What do they like to give?
So normally I don't hear about love languages. Maybe I've not been in enough relationships to understand what love language is.
You have relationships with like your family or like your friends, though.
Yeah, but the way I see it is like that's normal, that's natural, like that's the way it is, like that is the way of life.
Yeah,
like,
how do you like to receive or give love?
My receive of love for me it would be ultimately like respect. Obviously respect, that's the first and foremost. If I receive respect, the rest doesn't matter to me, how you are and how you perceive yourself, because everybody's different. Like this week I might love you, but next week I'll hate you. But if I respect you, I know that I can't hate you for long. I'm gonna love you again.
That's very deep and philosophical, but ultimately I feel like your bus driver respects you, but that's not enough to sustain a relationship with them. We're talking about the people you sustain relationships with.
Kind of.
So like your mum, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your sister, whatever, whether it's your boyfriend, your whatever, girlfriend, for you, I was thinking for me.
Don't think about it too much, but anyway, yeah.
But yeah, like I just mean, like for example, how do you like to receive love?
So personally, I think act of service is I don't know. It's because maybe the way the relationship between my dad and my mom. I think in my family personally, from what I saw, act of service was there, like something highlighted, and yeah, my dad would do something for my mom, and my mom vice versa to my dad, and yeah, so I think I fell in love with.
So you adopted their love language to yours, or you've not created your own?
No, it affects like how you grew, like your environment.
Yeah, it affects, but it's not who you are, though, is it?
No, but it does affect it. So for
something
example,
has to affect something in order for something to happen. It always has to have an effect.
Yeah, exactly.
A cause and effect.
It does affect like how you grew up, like how you're gonna give.
We're Habeshas. Yeah, man. We know our community, like. We know how we're raised.
Exactly.
You know, we respect our parents no matter what.
Habesha community, I don't know, families in general, maybe parents, like, they grew up and like we grew up, like from our parents, by just getting acts of service, like you said.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, your mom would make breakfast in the morning, like gamfo, or like, you know, and then family comes together, so quality time comes in place as well, not just acts of service. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So they fed us all the quality things that we need in order to pursue our own lives. But what is our love language? That's what we're talking about right now, isn't it? Our own.
I have a question for you.
Go on.
When was the last time that you felt loved? And what did that person show you that they felt that they
When was the last time I was loved?
You felt loved.
I felt loved.
Yeah.
And like
just now.
But now, when was the last time you felt loved, and what did that person do to make you feel loved? Because that's what a love language is. It's what made you feel loved.
A lot of factors can make me fall in love with a person.
But let's trace specifically the last time you felt love.
Whether it's through family as well.
Yeah.
I received breakfast this morning from my mom.
And that made you feel loved?
See?
So that's an act of service.
But no, that's respect for me. That's
Your
not love.
your mum
For
is
me,
not
that's respect.
disrespecting you by not putting breakfast on the table. So she took time out of her day to put breakfast on the table. So it's a sign of love.
no.
It's not disrespect. The absence of breakfast wouldn't be disrespect.
It's a routine. Once you built up a routine, then you expect that routine to follow you in the same place. If it goes out of routine, then
She's like, wait.
Okay.
Okay, wait, let's put it this way.
Whoa.
When
I don't have to conform to any.
No,
ways,
you've got freedom,
right?
you've got
This is
freedom.
my
No,
way.
yeah.
This is my
No, we're just trying to like understand
Okay.
how you. Okay, let's do this. You are with a person, or like
In a
with
relationship.
even with your sister. Let's say, how do you?
No. You need to break it down. What
No,
do you mean?
I'm saying how
Just
do
with
you
I fight with my
like,
sister all the time.
how do you express like how do you buy them gifts to say like, oh hey, like I care about you?
No,
How do you?
I mean that I can understand how that could affect a person, because let's say they spoke about something that they wanted. It could be a year ago, 5 years ago, and I thought about that gift and I present that gift to them. It's because I know that's something that they appreciate, not because I want to win over their love. I need to buy you something because I'm just giving you
Okay,
my
yeah.
perspective, because there's two sides to every situation.
Of course, yeah.
Obviously, you're presenting a situation to me, and I'm giving you the presentation of that situation. I love differently. I don't love in the form of something I follow a book and I have to follow the rule of what everybody does. I understand you, I speak to you, I know what you like and I know what you don't like. In that sense, I will follow your heart, and then I will find ways where I can make you feel happy or make you feel better or make you look at tomorrow as a better day. That's the way I love a person.
Nice.
I don't need to publicize what I'm doing. I don't need to publicize or show other people what I'm doing, because the only love is between me and you.
No,
At
but yeah, that's
At that
is-
specific point.
I get what you're saying. I think maybe you don't appreciate the structures because you feel like of acts of service, all of this, because you feel like it comes natural in all different ways.
Yeah, I think we all have.
But
a bit of everything.
most people have a
Yeah.
preference. I was going to ask you, obviously growing up in an Habesha household, having an Habesha partner, like how do you think you receive love languages? And obviously I'd say you're multicultural, where you've had like a mixed upbringing,
Yeah.
Italy, England, everything.
Yeah.
So you would have come across all the different ways of showing love in all the different sort of places. Is there one that you lean towards more? Because
I feel like when it comes to getting, maybe acts of service is like how I grew up. Getting love, is that like I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and even through like my partner and stuff, acts of service. But what I like to receive, I feel like physical touch and quality time are a big one for me. Like, do you know what I mean?
Okay,
yeah, I think through quality time you can, like if someone makes time for you, I feel like it's a big thing for me. And if it's missing, if quality time is missing, I feel a bit detached.
Yeah.
Whether it's in a relationship or like family. I know like nowadays everyone's busy, whatever, but I mean like just.
But isn't like act of service for
gift giving, for example,
Yeah.
gift giving is something that like it doesn't, like I don't really care about that. It doesn't, it's not really that important for me.
But like the act of service, don't you feel like the diasporas who live here, act of service will be the most fundamental thing for us all, because we are very proud people and we're a proud nation.
Yeah.
And because of that, act of service will fall in line kind of in a path where we all can actually relate to. But what we come outside of that is something totally different.
Different, yeah, of course.
So, yeah.
You know, our people love the pound, yeah? So that's act of service.
What did you say your favorite?
So basically, my favorite one, I think because of the way I grew up, act of service. Yeah, act of service. But
how do you like to give do you like to give acts of service as well? Or?
definitely, yeah.
Okay.
But I think like
Do you?
yeah, like
Okay. I'm asking you.
Seems like you're questioning me a little bit, like
like from the things I saw my dad do, I think I'll probably replicate those stuff just to keep it masculine and stuff, you know? Because Habesha women, they want like a masculine guy.
But do you
From
feel
my
like
experience.
now, like when we like growing up in Habesha community, like women are always dominant. We didn't have this thing where women felt lower than men and stuff like that. We didn't feel that. We only felt that when we came here, and it seemed like the dynamic was a little bit different. But with our community, sorry.
No,
sorry to
I cut
interrupt
you off. I cut you off. Sorry, go. You keep going, Kane.
Finally admitted. But anyway, But yeah, like in our community, we never even saw that. I don't mean to go like way back in history. In history, we had women fighting on the front line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we never saw that dynamic change. It was only when we're here now we've seen that dynamic change where they feel like women need to be more empowered and given more respect and all these things. That's why some men feel like, okay, let me fall back a little bit and then let other people do what I need to do. But I feel a bit confused in that kind of situation because that's the different kind of love that I don't understand. But then I just have to fall in line and just accept it.
That might not be love though, do you know what I mean? I think that's a sort of social issue, and obviously maybe what you're saying is the different environment is affecting our love language, because maybe like, you know, you were speaking a lot about acts of service being a man and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I would say in the Habesha community, acts of service is an integral part of being a woman. I would say we cook, we clean, we show so much. My auntie, God bless her heart, like honestly, any event, she's in the kitchen. Like she doesn't even get to enjoy it, but she's bringing drinks for people. And even things she's invited to, I have to kick her out of the kitchen. I have to say, Martha, sit down. Like just sit down. Please enjoy. So like it's such it's yeah.
Like, to try
We love you,
And
Martha.
yeah, honestly, shout out to Martha. But yeah, she like, I think that's such a huge part of it. And I think maybe what you were saying is like when we come to the UK and when we grow up in the UK, for example, we're noticing like, yeah, it's a great love language, but maybe it's one that's slept on. Maybe instead of it being seen as an act of love, it's seen as a, like you said with your mom, not to quote, it's a routine. It's something that like your breakfast you expect.
Yeah, done.
I won't, if my man expects me to cook for him, I'm not doing that. So
I mean, you grew up, you understand, like me, let's say we were in a relationship. I'd have to teach you, but I wouldn't expect you though. I'd have to, like...
Teach me what though?
Cooking, because I know you don't cook.
I can't cook. Okay. Oh, you've outed me.
Alright.
I've been outed.
Like-
I've been outed. Oh my god. Okay, no, I can cook
Not for people.
French food.
But
I
that's
can't
fine though, that's
cook.
the beauty of love. I feel like that's the beauty because we can grow together. Like, you don't have to, but we can grow together. We both can teach each other something we don't know
Yeah,
about
no, that's
each other.
different though, but that's an act of...
That's
see,
the
what you're
dynamic of
talking
love.
about is an act of love, but an expectation is different.
Yeah, but that falls in line with all the categories that you're saying though, doesn't it? Because all of those things will fall in line. Like,
I don't know.
quality time, we're spending quality time. What's the other one?
Acts of service.
Act of service. I'm giving you my knowledge. That's act of service.
So that I can feed you.
Still act of service.
Then there's
And then what's the other one?
Where's the
Physical, yeah, because I'm not going to be telling you that. I'm going to be sharing the love while I'm showing you how it's working. You know?
So you can cook.
Like,
I don't know. I feel like growing up, I didn't. You say that we have all five, like it's a mixture. I didn't really receive physical touch. That, like for example, with my sister, I used to give her a kiss. She used to be like, ew.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I can understand.
So yeah, physical hugging, physical stuff, and it wasn't a thing.
Did you have outside
Back then.
family, like cousins and stuff like that, who really love you, who hug you and stuff like that?
No, yeah, I appreciate it, but I'm saying like immediate family.
Exactly. It
My
might not be
family.
immediate, but you had outside family as well who will be there. But we never looked at it in that kind of perspective. I feel. We never looked at it in that kind of way. But it was always there for us. We just didn't look at it. We didn't see it in that kind of way. Because now everything's been labeled so much that we have to look at every aspect and be like, oh, this is this, this is this. It doesn't have to be anything. Just live free.
Just
You're so
live.
philosophical.
Just live.
It is, because there's labels that narrow us down and make us move like robots. Like, we don't have to be there. We just...
Cool.
Sorry.
Growing up,
Tough love.
did you feel like you were missing out on certain type of affection that Habesha parents don't tend to show?
I think
Like you would usually wish you had
for
more.
sure. I think growing up in the UK, my mum is an exception in so many ways because she's quite westernized herself, and obviously she married a white guy, so I think she had to have been able to speak his love language. So she was quite good with being like gooey and lovey-dovey with me. She used to be like, concho, da 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 da. Like I know all the cutie patootie kind of things in Amharic. So my mum's sweet, right? But it was in very specific contexts where she felt it was appropriate to. I think I would have appreciated it more like on parents' evening. I used to do so well in school, like I was such a geek. And my mum would be like, next time even better. And I'm like,
Yeah, they're never
girl,
happy.
say well done. Say well done. My friends would like be taken out for McDonald's and stuff. There was a Wimpy's and a McDonald's right outside my primary school. They'd be taken and my mum was like, okay, pasta at home, like it's cool. Like So I would have loved to. So that would have been a gift, by the way, taking me out for like McDonald's. It would have been a nice gift to receive, to be like, well done, you did this, or words of affirmation, saying well done. I felt like I could have used those things just a bit more. I was a bit envious of my friends, but at the end of the day, like I have and I think this is what you say to justify it, and I'm sure a lot of people agree with you. We have the emotional intelligence to know our parents love us. We have the emotional intelligence to be like, they don't speak this language, but I know that in the language they do speak, my clothes were always ironed. I was always clean. I was always taken care of. There was always food on my stomach, clothes on my back. I know my mum loved me. But could I have heard it in a different language? Yeah, I could have. So that's how I feel. And obviously you see that growing up.
In that perspective, you know, your clothes are ironed, your food are there and stuff like that. Did they also teach you how to iron your clothes? Because that's another different form of love. How to iron your clothes, how to make your own food and stuff, because you have to survive on your own as well at the end of the day. So the love can change in time. Huh?
Yeah,
You okay?
I feel like you're going off topic.
I'm not going, but I'm just saying how, like, okay.
No.
My bad then. I'm sorry.
I'm saying like.
Because there's different form of love. Sometimes tough love is
There
good.
is.
You don't
Tough
realize
It is.
Yeah.
It's things to that like do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like maybe we could have used a bit more
potent.
tenderness.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
but
know
when
if
she
that's
was
the right
explaining that,
word,
I don't
yeah.
know, I felt soft inside. Like, that's a different love that's coming out. This is what I'm saying. Like, when somebody's being real or true to themselves, I fall instantly, not fall in love, but I drop my guards down when I know they're real and they're honest with themselves. And I'm like, okay, then that's fine.
Yeah.
I can feel comfortable around you, but I don't know what sort of love that is, and I don't need to label it. I just know how I feel in that specific moment.
Nahom is anti-love languages.
Yeah, I think we've established that now.
So, this video, he said, never mind, let's not. But how are you, do you agree as a man, like, is there a level, I don't know if it's a gender thing, I don't want to make it a gender thing, but like, because you said earlier something about, as a man, I want to do acts of service, Do you not feel like maybe you could have received more words of affirmation, or like...
like the way I was grow up, I didn't know the difference. So yeah, like everybody around me was also having a similar way of upbringing. So yeah, it was like normal. So yeah,
All right, cool.
I think I don't know. I can understand Nahom perspective, but also like once I came here and I've seen different styles of love languages. Yeah, it depends on the people. Some people want to keep their way of love language from back home and stuff, and that's cool. So yeah, but me, I mean,
Ethiopian women are the most beautiful women in the world, so why would I want to lose that love language? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, Ethiopian women.
Yes,
No,
shout me
that's
out here, I'm
right.
single. I'm not ready, but I'm single.
Okay, that's a red flag.
So guys, as you can tell, my love language is a bit of everything. Depends what the situation is, and that's who I am.
I think my one is gonna be act of service, and yeah.
My love language is words of affirmation, acts of service, and gift giving. I'm a gold digger. No, I'm joking. Don't put that out there. I'm joking. I just love that joke. I love that joke. Yeah, no, I'll get cancelled. No, gift. Put it in anyways. It's just a bit banter, isn't it?
Yeah,
just a bit of banter.
it's fun.
I'm just joking.
The money. She gotta make a
When I say gift giving, I mean like when you think of me and you get me like a Starbucks, for example. That's my. Do I have any designer on me? No, I don't. I'm not that person. Anyway, you.
So when it comes to receiving, I like receiving acts of service and like words of affirmation, and giving. Oh, and physical touch as well, as we talked about earlier, and quality time are a big one. So I guess in a way you are kind of right. We all have kind of a bit of everything.
Yeah.
But main one I would say physical touch and quality time for me.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. I'm gonna refilm mine because I don't want to get cancelled.
What? Who's
Just
gonna
in case.
cancel you?
I don't know. Somebody said in our last video that she said she doesn't know how to speak Amharic, yet she guessed 2 names. I was like, why are you upset?
No, you know
Yeah.
what? I don't.
Why are you
think-
He likes you though. That guy, he likes you.
Yeah, bro.
Trust me.
Don't pay
Trust
attention
me.
to like.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below your love languages. Maybe add to the discussion. What do you think we should have added? What do you think we should have taken away? Anything else to say, guys?
Don't forget to subscribe, like, share the comment,
Notification
and
button. Yeah.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.